I put my picture back up.
All right, guys, I want to welcome you to our weekly empowerment call. It's your girl Theron here, the founder and creator of Simple Women Around the Globe University. And I'm excited because we are, oh my, I can't believe we're in May already, 5 months into 2021. And yeah, this like I say, 5 months already. This whole looks like this whole lifetime is going by fast. Lifetime, you're like yeah, this whole lifetime is going by fast. I'm just thinking about my son. He's been turned 16. My oldest just turned 19. He's quote unquote out the house. I put the quotes out there. But let's go ahead and get started. Today's topic is I put listen to your God voice, aka are you following your own personal GPS? So as always, we begin with prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for keeping us, God, all 5 months of this year. We thank you, Lord, for everything. We thank you for, oh Lord, to say everything because people are passing away, God. We just thank you for life itself and for us to be here and living in our purpose every single day. And whether our purpose is just to speak to someone, text someone, or whatever it is to show up, we're still walking in and we're still standing and we're still here. We thank you for all the superwomen that are still sitting, Lord, that were on this call and that will listen to the call. Thank you so much. In your holy name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, hold on 1 second. All right, guys, got interruption coming in. But today's topic is your GPS. And now what GPS stands for me is your own God's protection system, aka also your God voice, and listening to that. I thought this was very key as we are in the 5th month, as we are celebrating the moms this month, as we're celebrating ourselves. Make sure everything's okay. I want me to think about your God voice. I want you to think about what God has told you over the years, whether you were, like my girl Alicia Johnson said, and been radically obedient and been listening, or you just chose not to listen to some things and you realize later on, I should have went with my first mind. And that's why people say, I should have went with my first mind. That first mind is your God's voice. And as you go older, uh you'll be able to see as you grow older that is your God's I mean your first mind is your God voice and to listen to it. Also, I want to say about that is ask. God has given us, we have our own, the GPS is God's protection system. It's not just only God. We sing songs and we say things, but we think it's cliche. When we say we got an army rising up or on, we are marching in God's army. God has an army for us. God has a spiritual army that's behind us, our angels, our spiritual ancestors that help us on a regular basis. And it's up to us to employ them. And how you do that? You ask. I know that a lot of times we ask God for the big things. God, please heal my body. God, please give me this job. Lord, do this. But God sometimes, hold on, she said can't call in. Hold on, so somebody said they can't call in, but that number does work. Hold on 1 second. 9567. That number does work. Oh, hold on. Okay, you can tell your daddy to bring her in here, or you bring her in, Jacob. You can bring her in here. Hold on a second, y'all. That number does work. She said it doesn't work, but I think you two can dial into that number. Okay. I should have listened to the recording because I know you can dial into that number. Um, but yeah, we ask God for the big things, or we ask for help for the big things. When we actually need help for the small, my pink thing in the car. Hmm. We need help for the oh, I'm right here. We actually need help in the small things, and it's in the little things. Like today, I could not find my keys worth nothing, and I'm like, Lord, I like Angel, can you help me find my keys? And literally within 5 minutes, I've been looking for like a good old 15 minutes for my keys. And a little like 5 minutes after me asking, looking another spot, I'm like, I know I just looked on the bed. Boom, there were the keys on the bed. So they were right there on the bed. And so it's the little things that God wants to um, help us with in our everyday lives that, it is just His world. He sees everything and knows everything. And He wants to help lead us and guide us in all the small things. It's just about listening to our God's voice. But when I'm talking about God's voice, um, your God's voice is different from everybody. It's their juice. Here's some water and then put some mango drops in it. Um, in the bathroom. Yes, yeah. We're talking to the people. It's the people out here. Yeah, you can't see the people. Can you see them? You can't see them. But our God's voice, God talks to me in different ways. He talks to me via through songs. He talks to me via like billboards and license plates and numbers. One way God talks to us in numbers is the synchronicity of the numbers. 11, 11, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. And those some of the numbers you can realize. You can look at the angel number if you want to. Um, and also you can also look at angel numbers. You can look at the angel numbers if you wanted to see what it means. But it's also just a synchronicity that you are where you're supposed to be in your life. You are where you're supposed to be in your life. I know God also talks to license plates. Like I've seen license plates that have actually words or certain phrases like forgiven, FORGIVEN. But like certain things that like one of them, and I'm always talking about this story when I saw a sign, a license plate that said Theron. That is like unheard of. It said THERON, and it was a Ford Focus. So it said Focus. I got it as Focus Theron. So we have to pay attention to everything that come across our path. A lot of times we don't focus on things. How many drops did you put in there? So sometimes we gotta focus. We gotta pay attention to everything that come across our path because it's in the little things that you will find what you need. It's in the little stuff that you pay attention to that come across your path that you'll actually find. Thank you, Jacob. That you'll find what you need. Yes, yes. That you will find what you need. And what I mean by that, sometimes you need to take time and reflect over your lifetime as we getting older, like and see what things come a full circle. Like I had was that part of the mother's daughter party on yesterday, but and the guest speaker, I was with the guest. I'm like when I was doing the introduction and thinking about it, I was with her when she first started the church in 2011, but I had met her years prior to, and I can't believe it's like it'll be close to 14. Jacob's 15, 16. So 14 years, Jacob was smaller when I first knew her, like over 14 years, and how it was full circle. I'm no longer at that church or underneath her, but some of the teachings, and then she was a speaker, and how some of the things come full circle in your life. A lot of people, and they say it sounds cliche, but a lot of the cliches are actually true if you think about it. The way that people come into your life for a reason, uh, seasons, or a lifetime. And so sometimes even those lifetime people, they might not be in there fully. Fully. I know one time I was with and dedicated to that ministry for over 2011, 2016. for like 5 years straight. Then God had me move into another direction. But now full circle, we're back talking, not on a regular basis, but just as more as she's seen the growth in me and different things. And so I want you to think about people in your life. Your lifetime, people may not be there every single day. They may not you may not kind of speak to them every single day or every week, but they're in your lifetime. They're in your life. Yes. When you need, yes. Yeah. When you need them, they're in your life when you need them. And then in that certain season as well, it could be a season for you to help them or for you to connect them with other people that you have just come in contact with. And so, like again, I do social media for this young lady, and she was there and she was talking to the speaker, and I do different stuff, have done different stuff for the speaker, and how everything came full circle, not only to what do you call it? Not vent me, but let people know that I do a lot of things. I do stuff for people. But it was just like a full circle of a lot of things that just happened. So I want you to think about your life and go and just think about stuff full circle, how your life is coming back. Especially because we go into your life path and your life cycles. Like I'm about to go into your life cycle or your life cycle. You can begin in January to December, or it can begin your birthday to birthday. Mine begins birthday to birthday. It feels like you renewing, you feel real fresh, coming from that year from birthday to birthday. And that's kind of your levels. And so you have to look at your levels and the cycles of your life, and are you repeating the same cycle? And I was just thinking to myself, where was that 10 years ago? Literally, let's ask yourself, 2011, where were you? Are you in a different cycle, or is that rough patch or that other cycle letting up, and you starting to approach a new cycle, a new life? Yeah, a new cycle, a new life. And I had to think about myself with, as far as organization, that a little better, I think. Maybe it's just me because I want to think I got a little better. But I think I've gotten a little looking around. I think I got a little bit. I'm asking for help with it. Um, but some of the weaknesses that you may have, I want you to see, where you are in those weaknesses. And then again, listening to your God's voice on how to implement, how to ask help for it, and more for direction. I know that we talk about purpose, and I want to see if I can share this girl. I think I can share it. Hold on. Yeah, I think I can share it. Here it is right here.
Purpose, we don't even realize that we're walking in it and have been for quite some time. And it's probably,
Let me rewind this.
hear me out. I think we spend so much of our time looking for our purpose, we don't even realize that we're walking in it and have been for quite some time. And it's probably because we're trying to conform to society's concept of a purpose. But do you think a bee or a squirrel knows that it's reproducing life when it's looking for its next meal? 9 times out of 10, it's just doing what feels natural. So here's my question: why do we limit our purpose to one major moment or contribution in life when we have so many moments where we contribute purposeful things, even if it's not purposeful to us, but to someone else? Why do we feel as if our purpose doesn't grow and change day to day as we do? Maybe we should stop telling people to find their purpose and just start teaching people to be intentional. Maybe your purpose today is to help a friend laugh as they're fighting to focus through their tears. And maybe tomorrow is for you to try a new recipe or a new restaurant just for the purpose of experience. Maybe our purpose in life is just to start doing things on purpose instead of out of programming.
She said a whole mouthful. The last part. Maybe our purpose in life is just to start doing things on purpose instead of out of programming. Out of programming. And with that, listening to your God's voice. Listening to your God's voice, operating on your own personal. your GPS, your God's protection system, your personal one that He's given to you. Because our path, everybody's path is not the same. Everybody's path is not the same. Everybody's path is not the same. And we have to realize that. But to realize what your purpose is. And again, it could be day to day. Your purpose could be, I know one of my purposes is to inspire people with my text message, which I did not, sorry, y'all, I did not send it out today. I was tired. The girl was tired today. Yeah, I know. And then this little one didn't want to go to sleep last night. You didn't want to go to sleep, did you? Exactly. And so, just knowing your purpose, knowing your direction that God is giving you, and not having anybody kind of influence you in that way as well. Just being you. I know coming into our 40s and going, a lot of y'all are going into your 50s. It's like them, them F years where you're finally figuring out and you're saying, forget people, forget doing things the right way, forget doing things how we were programmed. We have been programmed ever since birth. Forget all of that. I'm gonna do it this certain way. And so on today, I just want to encourage y'all to listen to your God voice, number one, and see how God talks to you, whether He's talking to you through music, whether He's talking to you through, it could be a certain line that sticks out because our brain, a lot of stuff goes through our brain. A lot of stuff goes through our brain and our memories. And if something sticks out on TV in a music thing, when a preacher is talking or whatever, something that sticks out, it's for you. It's for you to listen to it and to take whatever action that you need to take action on. Look, I'm like I said in the clubhouse, this is there and I'm done speaking. But did you want to have a comment, Shanita?
This is right on time because I was just saying to my mom how um we do things like you were saying that we were we do things from level to the next level or whatever have you. And my mother says to me, she's like, I just needed to tell you that your faith has grown. It's really grown and I see it and you're inspiring me. And my faith it's gotten stronger,
Okay.
especially since this COVID and the pandemic. I don't care what it's for. I'm like, Lord help me. Cause at this point, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Because if I let my emotions take over the situation, then I know that that's not good for me. That's not great. Or, I'm not going to be in my purpose. And then for you to turn up and put that young lady, I saw her a few days ago, or maybe a week or so ago. And I was like, oh my goodness, yes, yes, yes. Start doing things in our purpose, doing it intentionally. Because yes, we have been programmed that this is the way you're supposed to do it, like this in this time, and that's not always how it works. Your flow may be totally different than anybody else's stuff. And when it came to my business, it was really funny because I was talking to my students and my clients, and I said something that just clicked. You know how you just said that some things click. I said, in this world of fitness, we're in a stop and go. There's a lot of stop and go training like that, where you join a challenge and then when the challenge is over, it stops. And so does your programming to do what you need to do. I said, well, I don't want to be like them. I want to start I want to end the stop and go so that you can go and flow. And they were like, oh, I was like, yeah, it's a continual thing. It's not something that you start and then you stop and then you revert back to the way that you did things. I want you to start. I want you to learn what you need to know so that you can flow through the rest of your life doing this. Not some, okay, I'm gonna do it for 3 weeks, I'm gonna do it for 6 months, I'm gonna do it. No, this needs to be ongoing so that you can live your best life ever. And then so many, I swear, I just said it in conversation, and then the next thing you know, my phone was blowing up. I was like, okay, Lord. Okay. That was something that, like clicked. So this was really amazing. I mean, I really, really, really appreciate this. This was definitely for me. This was just confirmation that I'm in where I need to be. I'm walking and living in my purpose. I just now just need to continue in that way.
Right,
So,
exactly. Continue to walk in the end. It's not always as easy. I mean, it's getting easier now. And to me, it's getting easier now when you get older to walk into it because you really kind of fully know more. You know,
I believe that's true because you know what it is as we get older, we're now open to hearing. You know what I'm saying? We're
Mhm.
open to hearing. When we're younger, we think we know everything. I got this. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like we don't had our spankings enough that our behinds are a little tender. So we like, oh Lord, okay, somebody got to have a better answer than this because this ain't working. So, but you're right. At this age, we're like, okay, we're seeking additional help, or we're open to hearing something different than we've heard before. So yeah, as we get in the 40s and 50s and beyond, we're more open, we're more receptive. I'll say it that way. We're receptive to things that we weren't receptive before because we thought we knew it. Well, no, I know what to do, I know how to do this, and then guess what, you end up repeating that same cycle. Then you're like, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So let me try somebody else that actually did it a little longer than me.
Right, right, exactly. We're kind of more, like I said, more receptive. And I look at people's lives too, as well, and I can gain, now I can gain more. I look at other people's lives, so that makes sense. Now, I don't think I can compare, but if I admire people, say, "Oh, I want to be known." If you admire a certain skill set, you might just admire somebody's certain skill set. You don't know what it took to get for them to get there. Like I admire really organized people that are so super organized and they know that the time. Because I'm trying to get to that point. They manage their time so well. Their time is managed so well. They got like little charts and stuff like that. I'm trying to get that way. But it's one of the things. If you organize, I really admire that. There's something. Yes, there's something that I wish, not wish that I am working on, and I know it's gonna be able to change. I got this baby, so um, I'm working more on stuff for her. Sometimes I wish, Lord, why didn't I get it sooner? Why didn't it click sooner?
Because it
Why?
wasn't your time.
Huh?
It wasn't your time.
Right. That's what I think. It wasn't my time. So, but now I can maybe appreciate that. I can appreciate it now, and then I do have more time per se,
Right.
because I don't have to do as much running around, um, concerning the children. Concerning the children, of basketball here, football here, all, after school here, after school there. Just now, just got one child to kind of navigate that, and then the grandbaby will be coming soon because um she'll be two next year. We want to go ahead and put her in school because these babies are too smart. They are too smart to be not to be in school. And that's one school. So my thing now is going, not chasing after the money because you don't ever want to chase after things, but just securing the bag, not chasing the bag, just securing my own personal bag and what God has for me. As a young folks that was chasing the bag. No, you don't need to chase the bag. Just secure your bag, secure whatever you things you're doing. I know I'm growing in the several businesses, several the business and the different divisions. I have one business, several divisions in the business that I have, and so I just got to do better with that. But you have anything else you want to add, Miss Shanita, as we come to a close?
No, I will. Yeah, I do. That all you're doing is finally working in that license plate that you seen. Theron, focus, focus.
Right,
This
right.
is your time to focus. I've seen a license plate with my name, and my name is very unusual. I mean, over the past couple of years, it seems like it's more popular. But Shanita, to actually see a license plate that says Shanita and spelt the way I spell it, it was
Right.
like, what? Even my son called me. He was like, "Mom, I saw you in your car," and I was like, "That wasn't my car, Bobby. I don't even have a license plate like that." But I get it. And my car, and the car that it was on, was it on the Focus? It was on something else, that something I really liked. And I was like, I like that. So it's just being intentional, for us to just walk in our purpose, just do more of being what we need and what we need and want to do. But as you said, speak to our God voice and let him guide us the way that we should go.
If
Give
he say rest, rest.
rest.
If he say
Okay.
take a nap, take that
Hello.
nap.
Because if you don't, you're gonna pay for it when the stuff starts flowing. You're like, man, I'm tired. You're like, no, see, you wouldn't have been tired if you had taken that nap.
I literally had to do that because I was going so hard yesterday, and then today trying to be up in church at 7 something. I can do it. I mean, could be 2 services. Can do it. No, I need to be able to rest and be, I'm not teleworking anymore, so I had to get up and go. That's a different story. I get up and go to a job. Grateful that I have one, but I wish I was able to do it from the house. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
But look, this ain't nothing but training for us to be able to do it right. For when we do go back to doing it remotely, we'll stay on point. We will stay disciplined in knowing what we need to get done. Because right now there's some things that we got to learn, some lessons or something that we got to get from the corporate office, some kind of structure that we to bring over into our personal and private and our remote life, so that when we go full force into this thing, nothing can shake what we're doing. It won't break us in any, the distractions won't break our attention to what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
So I'm with you, because girl, having to get up and deal with traffic and
Yeah, y'all traffic's a lot.
wow, like
Traffic is a lot.
that ain't no joke. You're like, what? Who?
Girl, you ain't been to Atlanta yet. Yeah, you ain't been to Atlanta yet, girl. Not yet, but it's horrible.
Yeah, but this is awesome.
Yes, and so next Saturday, next Sunday, we will not. It's Mother's Day, so we're gonna give Miss Shanita a break, and that's Miss Shanita's Sunday.
But we'll make it up later. We'll figure out a time to make it up.
And so we're gonna give her a break, and then we are gonna so I'll be back on the 3rd Sunday, and then we have Miss Katie on the 4th Sunday in May. And so
Aren't there Sundays this month or no?
there are 5 Sundays.
So we'll figure it out. No problem. No worries.
Oh yeah, there were 5. I realized that 31st is the 5th Sunday.
Yep.
The 30th, I think.
30th.
Yeah, the 30th, honey. Yeah, 30th.
All right.
All right, guys. So we will see y'all not on the 15th. No, yes, 16th. Come on, my mama's birthday's on the 15th. So we'll come back with y'all on the 16th, and y'all have a great week.
You do the same,
Bye.
love.
Bye-bye. Stop. Stop recording. Cancel.